check out this little thing that I copied. I started with the sketches, then the skin layer, then some of the other parts of the skin, like the shading, the color of the lips, and then the hair. The hair was on a completely different layer, and I kept using the clipping masks to make sure I was staying within the boundaries that I was intending to, so I wasn't going spilling into other parts of the layers. That's the brilliant thing about drawing with digital software. And the other most amazing thing that I think we all have to admit is the fact that now they have these screens like the one I'm using, the XP Pen monitor with a pressure-sensitive pen that can function kind of like any kind of brush, right? And then you have the different kinds of brushes, like the hair brushes I was using. They have single strand, double strand, triple strand, many strand, and going back and forth so I didn't get bored. I worked on different parts of the skin, different shading layers. After you got those mid-tone colors, you just keep adding the highlights and the shadows over and over and over again. And one of the funnest parts is adding those highlights once you've gotten the shading. You've gone from medium down to the darkest, and then even after that, going back for some even more dark spots. But one of the things that I added was this little color dodge burst over a couple of parts of the hair. It's barely visible. I didn't want to go overboard, but I think the most difficult thing was getting the skin right, because I feel like your imagination fills in things when you're doing sketches, but when it comes to making things look painted and angular and have some depth, it's super difficult to get those colors looking just right. So I kind of went back and forth about that, and I ended up touching up this background here and ending on something that was not quite realistic, I would say, in the end, but definitely one of the best things that I've done in quite a while. Adding some color here and there in places that I never normally would, and ending up with some beautiful hair.